Today is a momentous day. I'm sitting in the Flamingo Crossings parking lot because today is check-in day for my DCP. Woohoo! Now, I'm not living at Flamingo, so all that I'm doing today is taking my ID picture and getting fingerprinted. Which, if this were Pennsylvania, they could look up my record and see that I've been fingerprinted like 10 times because for college I had to get it done every single year. So I know I'm okay. At least in Pennsylvania I'm okay. But that's all that I'm doing today. I might walk around Flamingo just to see what's going on. It's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm doing. The guy told me to start walking at 8:25, but 8:25 is my appointment time, and it says arrive 5 minutes before your appointment time. And he said go to the Breezeway, but on my itinerary it says go to Apprentice Hall. So I don't know if he was confused that I'm living here or that I'm not living here, but I'm gonna get out of my car and walk just to see where I'm supposed to go. At Flamingo Crossings. It was a pretty short process. The longest time was me waiting from my 8:25 appointment to my 9 o'clock appointment. Oop.
Soon we'll be flying past Disney's Boardwalk.
And as you can tell, I'm taking a celebratory Skyliner ride. I'm taking the Skyliner to Art of Animation because I haven't been there in a long time, and I just think it would be fun to walk around the resort. The one thing about check-in that I was very surprised about is how many people brought their parents. I think I was the only person there at check-in that did not have a parent or 2 parents with me, and it was shocking. The one thing I'm really happy about though is that I'm not moving in today. Today would have been a lot with everything going on, and then on top of that having to move in. I've been living in Florida now coming up on a month, so I feel very settled in. And now all I have to worry about is finishing my check-in process, which should be easy. I only have one thing on Wednesday, which is like welcome to your Disney program. And then on Friday is traditions. So this should be a pretty easygoing week. We'll see what happens. I love just like taking around Disney transportation. Like I could have started at Art of Animation, but I was like, you know what? I'll start at Epcot, you know, do the whole Skyliner loop. Because it's fun, it's a way to pass time. You get to see Disney from a different point of view, which I love. Now with the Skyliner, since I'm starting at Epcot, oh, she is just gonna interrupt me the whole ride. So I started at Epcot. So when I board the Skyliner at Epcot, it passes Riviera. I don't get off at Riviera, I stay on, and then it takes me to Caribbean Beach where everybody has to get off, and then I board the other Skyliner line to Art of Animation. I've actually never done this loop. I've always done Riviera, and then I've done to Hollywood, but I haven't done to Art of Animation, so I'm excited to see. One thing that you can tell from the Skyliner is how big Caribbean Beach is. It is a giant resort, and I also walked around Coronado Springs yesterday. It is huge. It's crazy how much size difference is between some of these resorts. It's insane. And a fun fact about, I'm actually on my way to Pop Century and Art of Animation right now. A fun fact is that the land that Art of Animation is built on, oh, not heard again. So what I was saying was the land that Art of Animation was built on was actually supposed to be more Pop Century. So Pop Century now is like 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, but the other side of the lake where Art of Animation is,
we are now gliding over the
that's cool actually.
Hourglass Lake.
Hourglass Lake. So it was supposed to be like 20s, 30s, 40s, and I'm not sure what. I think Pop Century starts at the 60s, so maybe 50s, 40s, 30s, and 20s. But I'm glad that they built Art of Animation. I really like that resort. But also, I really like Pop Century, so it would have been cool to see how they would have done the different decades. One of the things that blew my mind when I first came to Art of Animation is the shrubbery that they plant, because all of the plants go with the theme of the area. So right now I'm in Finding Nemo, and this definitely looks like coral. And even the big bushes over there look like coral. It's amazing. These ones kind of look like seaweed. And the big statues for each building just speak for themselves. They're awesome. I got myself a Joffrey's Coffee cold brew and a Rice Krispie treat. They have a nice big food court and a bunch of art all around. It's so cool to look at all of it. That's one thing at this resort. I don't think you can ever see enough. You turn one way, you see one thing. Turn another way, you see another thing. It's really, really cool. Also, they have Ashley Tisdale's version of Kiss the Girl playing right now, so that's another plus. This is the big blue pool, which I think is one of the nicest pools on Disney property. There's a nice splash pad back there too for the little ones. It's huge. Finding Nemo transitions into Cars, which is probably the movie that I know least about at this resort. I probably saw Cars when it came out a long time ago, but I haven't seen it since then. But this section is really cool. It transports you to Radiator Springs. From what I remember as a kid, I think Tow Mater was my favorite. I mean, he's the only guy that I remember, plus Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow! And they also have a pool at the Cars section. This is called the Cozy Cone Pool, I think. Yeah, the Cozy Cone Pool. And it's like their quiet pool. This just makes me want to go to Cars Land and Disneyland so much more. I want to go on the Cars ride so bad. And also, this is like one of 3 white shirts that I own. And today I realized why that is. I drink coffee a lot, and I spilled it all over me. So I just had a bathroom break to try to get the coffee out of my white shirt. We have now transitioned into the Lion King. Pride Rock. Everything the light touches. Little Simba is in the danger zone. We know that you can't stand behind Pumbaa. Do you know the names of all 3 hyenas? I do, only because I helped out with Lion King Jr. Long live the king. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. We have made it into the Little Mermaid. I forget what that was called. Ahujima, what's it? Prince Eric looks really tired. Look at his eyes. My favorite quote from the Little Mermaid. Don't forget the importance of body language. And the Little Mermaid section also has a quiet pool. When I stayed here, this is where I stayed, in the Ariel part. And I think that the Ariel section is where they had built for the Pop Century, but then they either reused the buildings or tore them down and rebuilt. Can you name Ariel's 7 sisters? I can, because I was in The Little Mermaid the musical. I'll give you one. I was Andrina. Ariel. King Triton is my least favorite in the whole movie. He doesn't really drive the plot. He's just there. So as I said before, everybody has to get off at the Caribbean Beach station, and there just happens to be a Joffrey's stand at the Caribbean Beach station. So I got myself a frozen lemonade. They know what they're doing. I am just leaving Flamingo Crossings now. It's Wednesday and we had a 2-hour class today called Disney 101, or making the most of your Disney program. And they pretty much just talked about living, learning, and earning, which are the 3 components of this program. It was nice to meet some of the leaders, and we also did a portion of mix and mingle, so I got to know some people. Dad, I introduced myself to probably 50 people today, so he told me that his one goal for me is for me to introduce myself to 1 person a day, but it's over the span of the program. So I just really have to introduce myself to, how many months am I here? July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. 8 months times 30 days. 8 times 30 is 240. That's good math, right? I think. 240 people, but I've already introduced myself to 50 today. So I'm doing pretty good, Papa. I'll do it. I have 2 things to say about Flamingo Crossings. One is that they have very fancy sinks. All of their sinks have, like, it's just the long sink where all of the water goes for each spigot. And there's a spigot, and there's the soap, and then there's the dryer. It's all in one. So you do the soap, and then the water's right there, and then the hand dryer's right there. It's really cool and really simple. And then the second thing I have to say about Flamingo Crossings is that my favorite part of the whole complex is the bus stop. When you look at the bus stop, you get to see all of the people in all of their costumes, and it's just cool to see like the different costumes so close to each other. I love looking at the bus stop. But that's all for today. That's all for Wednesday as far as checking in goes. The next thing is Traditions on Friday. And Traditions is exciting because that's when I officially become a cast member. I came to Disney Springs because I've been shopping all day long. For a few of our meetings, we have to wear business casual, but business casual for 100-degree weather is not what I'm used to. All of my business casual is like sweaters and long pants, so I've been shopping all day and I just wanted to get out. So I came to Disney Springs. It looks like I'm gonna get rained on, which is unfortunate because the last like 3 times that I've been here, I've been rained on. I just want to sit here and watch the performers. This girl's singing. I did not recognize the song for a long time, but then I realized it's Taylor Swift. Of course it's Taylor Swift. But I might get something to eat, maybe a little treat. I did stop at Starbucks for some strawberry acai refresher loveliness. I'm gonna be honest, I've had 2 cookies this week. One was from Gideon's and one was the kitchen sink cookie from Panera Bread. Guess which one I enjoyed more? You're right, the kitchen sink cookie from Panera. It's superior. I'm in Zara and I thought that people were just going through the racks, but this is the line to get into the fitting room. Oh my. I went into the bathroom and I came out of the bathroom and now it's pouring. Whoa, that door just opened. I'm gonna sit here for a minute. At 6:30 tonight, it was still 100 degrees. So I was like, it's due for a storm. And unfortunately, it happened when I'm here again. Every single time. This isn't just a normal Florida rainstorm. I'm stuck in a corner of this cast members only building and it's not saying shut, so it keeps on opening and trying to squish me. Oh my gosh. That was a big mistake. Although I did get stuck in the ticket store where people buy tickets, and I met a very nice cast member, so I guess it was worth it, but it was a big mistake. We're going to La Fortuna, which is a Colombian bakery, cafe type thing.
Coffee shop.
Coffee shop. Oh, too bad I already had coffee this morning. Guess I'm just gonna have to get a second one. Here we are at Fortuna Bakery. Sawyer says that the thing to get is the cheesy bread. This is the cheese bread in question. I got an iced latte. I just tried the latte. It is delicious. I love it. The latte is the way to go. The fried cheese empanada.
That's not cheese.
That is cheese. Sorry. You said that's not cheese. What else is that then?
I can't stop. It's a never-ending flow.
All right, this is what we got. Here's our 3 cheesy breads. We got a tres leches. This is some type of dessert that has arequipe in it, right? And cream, arequipe and cream.
Yeah, like a pastry cream and then like a crispy dough.
And what is this one?
So this is choclo, they call it. It's like an arepa with it made by a special kind of flour.
I've tried all of them. This one's my favorite. It's like a cornbread corn cake thing. The tres leches is really good, but it's really sweet, and you can tell that it's so moisturous in there. And yeah, moisturous. You know what I mean. I know. This one's very good. Catalina says that it's a French pastry, but it's very well known in Colombia. And then the cheesy bread is really good too. Today is Traditions, which means I become a cast member today. I am so excited. This is what I'm wearing. a little turtleneck moment and a long skirt. And fun fact, I actually wore this outfit at Boxgrave in Leipzig, Germany at the Thomaskirche, or the St. Thomas Church, so that's good. I am back from traditions. Now for you that was 0 seconds, but for me that was 4 hours. And I never realized, my dad pointed this out to me, they call it traditions, and a lot of the stuff that we learned about was the history of Disney and their traditions. But I got 3 things today. One of them is this bad boy. Woo! Now I had one of these when I was little. It was pink and it had my name embroidered on the back of it, so I'm excited to bring that back. Another thing I got is my iridescent, like E-A-R, iridescent name tag. There it is, Skylar from Elizabethtown College. Now I'm a little sad that it says Elizabethtown College just because it's such a small college that I don't think a lot of people will recognize it at all. I wish that it said New Jersey because New Jersey has more of a following than Elizabethtown College does. But I think that I can request another one. But for now we're dealing with Skylar from Elizabethtown College. And then another thing I got is my Disney ID, which makes me officially a cast member. I won't show it because I look like I just went on Cali River Rapids, but that's okay, I don't mind. And we also had a very special guest come and greet us at Flamingo. It was my pal Mickey Mouse. He was awesome and he came in gallivanting, but unfortunately we couldn't take any videos, so that's why you didn't get to see anything. But just pretend that Mickey Mouse is running through the building having a grand old time, because that's what happened. So I actually just went to the movie theater. I went to go see Where the Crawdads Sing because I've heard that it's a really great book. My grandmom has read it and I think my roommate has read it and they both loved it. So I decided to go watch. My grandmom also gave me movie tickets that look like they're literally from the 50s, but it's valid for 1 ticket entry. So I used that to get in, and then my dad gave me a Regal gift card, so I was set. The Regal that I went to is at the Point Orlando, or just the Point maybe, but you do have to pay, so I did end up checking out $5, but that to see a movie, and I got a small popcorn, nothing can get better than that. The movie was really good. Just from seeing the movie though, I can tell that the book would be 10 out of 10, much better than the movie. The main character is such a dynamic character, and reading about her would just be like, I think, much more immersive than watching a movie about her. The book can explain things that a movie necessarily cannot, but the story was great. I think I'm now on my way to Disney Springs. The weather forecast says no rain. Let's hope it's right, because there are clouds in the sky, but they're not too gray, so I think we'll be okay. It's almost 6 o'clock, so by the time we get there, there should be somebody on the stage performing. Please! Should we say 6 times a charm? Let's hope. I am on top of the Lime Garage at Disney Springs. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even know you could do this. But it's a cool view up here. Blocked by these things, but you know, different perspective. So it turns out the show doesn't start until 7. So in the meantime, I stopped at Starbucks and got myself a strawberry acai refresher, and the volcano's going off. But this was officially the first item that I bought with my cast member discount. I got off like 58 cents. 58 cents plus however many strawberry acai refreshers I get while I'm here is a lot of money. I'm excited. I also have my leftover movie popcorn. This is about to be epic.
Disney Springs, what's up? Welcome, welcome everybody. We are Sugar Pie. It's a pleasure to be here. Let's have some fun, come on. What is just beginning? What you keep playing and explaining? The first one in the beginning. Yeah, God.
I am leaving Disney Springs. That was a quick little trip, and I think that's one of my favorite things about living in Disney World so far, is that I can just take a drive over to Disney Springs, watch some people perform for like a half an hour, and then go home. Now, I was gonna end the video with fireworks at the Polynesian beach, but it didn't end up working out that way. So we had run out of milk this morning, and my morning coffee tomorrow is more important to me than seeing the fireworks at Polynesian tonight. So we'll save it for another time. I am indeed working at Magic Kingdom, so hopefully I'll get to see the fireworks a lot, but we have a couple of months to go see them at the Polynesian. You know, I'm off Monday, Tuesday. Maybe I'll do that Monday, Tuesday. So I am gonna end the check-in week here. This is the start to many Disney videos, and I'm so excited. My dream has been to be a Disney vlogger, and now I'm a Disney college program vlogger. That's even a more tight-knit group, I feel. Getting out of this lime garage from the 5th story is no joke. I have just descended far. But now I'm gonna stop at Publix, go get some milk. I have another class at Flamingo tomorrow, but I feel like traditions is the important one, so that's where we're ending. Just remember, you change the world when you change your mind. Bye-bye from Miss American Sky. I'm gonna make this green light. Yes. I'm going. It's yellow. I'm going.